Good morning, Simon.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Very good, thank you.
Good morning, all.
Good morning.
Oh, hello, Shida.
Hey, hi. Wait for 2 more minutes and then start. Okay, let's get started. Quite a few things today. Okay, so I haven't heard from both World Tech IT and Fusion Layer. So I will reach out again this week, get an update because the internship intern hiring is ongoing and should be done. Not next week. I need some response so that we can start work as soon as possible for these interns to all that. So let's see. Hey, hi,
D- Are
sorry.
you going to
So,
talk about the intern hiring?
oh
On
yeah,
Okay, good,
yeah,
because I got a whole bunch of communication from people who wanted to be interns. You
correct.
said just to leave it alone until it was time, so I did.
Uh, so this it's okay even if it's recorded. See, of late over the last 3 months, it's not just in OPI, in across multiple LF projects. There have been various cases of malpractices, or a lot of pressure has been put on project members. In some cases, they even raise a complaint that so and so has done this thing, kind of a thing. So students have been doing some like kind of mischief or malpractices over last 3 4 months. Um for various reasons, right? In fact, for me, for some of the documents that we don't share it, right? I'm getting a lot of requests from these students to get access to these documents, even though it's been clearly mentioned it's not for share. They request access these things, try to pretend, or in some cases they are fully into those things and using this AI in this AI era, right? You can do a lot of things and make pretend in quite a few scenarios. So the idea is to just to stick to the well-defined selection processes and only respond to the genuine queries that might have, or else just to stick to the regular whatever say recruitment process or what. So, so we have this standard process of first filling the availability form and giving them the assignments. I will explain all these things in the next coming topic. So let me cover right away as we brought up this topic, right? So we first requested them to fill the availability form, kind of a thing, where we check their availability part. Then we do give the two hands-on assignment. Uh, where in this case they were given two assignments, one on OVS offload experiment, and another in using like a design uh, thing. Basically, if you remember, we were exploring the previous topic of enhancing the DPU operator to cover
Yes,
NVIDIA also, right? So that was one of the assignments, to use LLMs to come up what is the best design to achieve that goal if OPI wants to do that thing. So these kind of hands-on exercises were given. So students had to work on those exercises. So we will follow this proper recruitment process and not engage on any other things just to protect ourselves for various things. So
okay,
hence I requested Paul also, if any the request you get over email, if even others in the call, please just forward it to me.
okay. I'll
Uh,
go back and forward those to you. So I did get
yeah.
several over
So
email, and there have been
yeah.
several um, PRs made in the GitHub from some of these folks.
That
Some
is the problem.
fixing
That is
very
another.
minor
That is
things.
another issue. That is another issue. That's one of the issue where they do these kind of things and try to push for that getting those internship for doing these things, kind of thing.
Right. No, and
And,
that's I understand.
uh,
I figured out that's
and
what was
also say
going
that,
on.
hey, I have made this contribution, still I was not selected. Why? Can you explain?
Yeah.
And it gets very messy after that kind of thing.
Yep.
Selection, they can contribute, of course, they are free to contribute and everything, but selection process will not happen based on these things they do. It's only through this normal process that is ongoing. So if you want to respond, you can say that please follow the ongoing process of selection. No other things will be encouraged.
Got it.
Some of the projects have faced really huge problems. Sometimes they take it to the legal, the LF legal also, and complain. So
Got it.
we want to now. It's unfortunate, very unfortunate thing, but that's how it is. We have to deal with it. So that was we wanted to have only one person dealing with all the internship. I'm okay if anybody else wants to take over, but I understand you have other workloads also
Yeah.
within your thing. So that's why I'm just doing this. So we shared these two assignments. I can send it to. I'll put the links also. Uh, Yeah. So these were the two assignments, as I mentioned, were given, and what should be the output and how should they submit, what are the LLM prompts also they should submit and everything.
Mhm.
And this was on the NVIDIA Bluefield. So if we want to enhance our operator for NVIDIA, how should they do it, kind of a thing.
Okay.
So, so if you see, around 40 assignments are there. I mean, 30, 40 people have submitted. In 3 days, I got like 60 submission applications. So we will have to use some mechanisms to filter it out eventually, kind of a thing, and justify why we didn't select or all those things. So I'm ready with all the data and everything. I don't want to use any other mechanism. Hey, you engaged, you joined the TSC calls, or you engaged in certain things, you contributed
Yeah.
something to the PR. Those things will not be encouraged. We will, to be fair to everybody, we will just use the same process for everybody.
And that makes sense.
Yeah, thanks. So similarly, we have assignment two also, which is to just to deploy the Kubernetes cluster and do the OVS offload experiment kind of thing.
Okay.
In this AI era, giving an assignment is so challenging. Oh my God! So we had to come up with something interesting that they can do.
That's great. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So these were the two assignments that were given. So they have we have some submissions. Today is the last date, so I'm closing this one. Okay. Yeah. So because we have some very interesting profiles and everything, we want to use this only one recruitment process for all the internship requirements for these projects. We can cover in this single recruitment process. Okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Mm. Yeah, so Sari, so if you do have any updates on the Intel taking up this blueprint leading, and if you have any requirements, the human resource or anything that OPI can support if you will be doing it.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. It's really hard to get the resource commitment from my end. We really have a resource constraint at the moment. So at a management level, they don't have commitment for me to provide the resource to help internally modify necessary the the E200 adapter for the product. So at the moment, I don't have a clear yes or no for them. It's just say we don't have the resource. So it sounds like implied we may not be able to move forward for us at the moment.
So how about at the guidance level? Sorry,
Guys,
Simon.
yeah, like I said, the resource that the expert that we have is just gone, right? So right now, that's why I'm trying to get all information because I'm not an expert in this area and trying to get all the information, and I don't have those details. That's the challenge I have right now. But people don't have time to really look into this and give me the recommendation at the next step.
Okay.
Okay,
No, I
so
can understand.
it does say the 11th. That was probably a miscalculation on my part. It probably in the 9th because
Yeah,
anyway,
same here.
I think whatever deadline it is, we're either at or beyond it. I think yeah. So yeah, I appreciate Intel looking into this, and it seems they don't have the resources to move it forwards. But I wonder if, in fact, we need to park it entirely because I'm not sure that anyone has the resources even to guide the process.
Hmm.
Um,
Or we can take the academia if somebody with the minimal support from
oh,
OPI, if academia can do it. A lot of this academia are doing this research on this domain.
yes. So I think, yeah, if there's a way to move forward with minimal guidance, I think we can look at that. And I think so. The idea of that deadline, which presumably is today, was this that if we couldn't move forward by another way, we would consider the academia route.
Correct.
So I think we should activate that option if you think we can do it with, as I said, minimal support. Um,
Yeah.
so Tim is not here, and maybe Paul wasn't here the last time Tim and I
Yeah, I
discussed it,
wasn't here the last time, but
but I
so
think what I just described is in keeping with
okay.
what Tim would suggest. Um,
Does this make sense?
yeah. So yeah, if we could just somehow circle back to Tim, because he did have some opinions on this, just to make sure that this is in keeping with his
Correct.
view.
Okay,
Get
great. I will circle back with him on this. He's on a plane traveling right now, so I'm
Of
his
course, that's fine.
proxy.
uh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so this will be on the 15th. Yeah, so 15th October, uh, same venue as 2025. CFP will be out tomorrow or Monday. The website will be live. The website will be live. Will be I'll request will be request members to post on LinkedIn or other social channels. So what I need is I will also reach out to other members in the call. Will anybody like Surey or Simon or Paul, will you be at this event OCP Global? And
Yeah. So
will you be able to, sorry?
sorry, I talked to Sushil about this. I think the most likely person to attend from Red Hat will be Sam. So I will ask Sushil again about that again.
Okay. How about Paul?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to OCP Global, but if we have an OPI event on the 15th, I'll be there.
Okay. Are you kind of local, Paul?
I'm 9 hours away if I drove. So
Oh, okay.
it's
Not so local.
it's not too bad. It's an airplane flight and hotels and all that good stuff. But yeah, I have I don't have anything else keeping me from being there.
So
If
yeah,
it were in
thanks.
November, I'd be out of the country, but October, I'm here.
I think even Surey lives somewhere close to where Paul lives, if I remember correctly.
I'm in Oregon.
Yeah, same
Okay.
here.
Yeah,
So
I hear you.
do you plan to
No,
attend, Surey?
no, I don't plan to attend this. I have a contract schedule as well.
Okay. Okay. And so two things I need from from LF support. Do we need see last time I was there also from other project for attending OCP thing. This time I'm not sure from the other projects if I'll be going. I'll have to check. But do we still need some support from LF to run all the show there, be there, so registration,
Yeah,
all
it'd
those
be
things?
nice to have, I mean, Jill or someone there
I will
at
check.
least
I
to
will check.
do the administrative stuff and make sure the the food shows up and that whoever
Yeah,
needs to
yeah,
be paid is
yeah.
paid and all that good stuff.
Okay. And another thing I need is we discussed this at outreach also. In fact, based on the last time to encourage our OPI members to participate in this thing, right? If OPI members are submitting a talk thing, we would want to provide them with the OCP global registration
Oh,
from
with
OPI.
OCP Global.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would want to reach out to because next week is the deadline for OCP Global, like lower cost registration. I will reach out to other members also over email. Will you be willing submitting a talk for this event? If you are submitting a talk for event, OPI like would like to support you. You join this event through OCP. We will provide the OCP registration also
Sure.
uh, if you consider for that.
Okay, so it will be having the talk accepted, right?
Yeah. Probability. I mean, if OPI members are submitting, they'll be most relevant. That's the probability we are guessing. It will be most relevant, and the committee will accept it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the committee can consider prioritizing members, right?
Yeah.
Correct. Correct. Basically, what we do is, if we get an estimate, for example, four members are submitting it, right? We will consider the best case scenario and take the four registrations for now, because the registrations will not go waste also, right? We can also see how to manage that. Uh, and Accordingly, if all the four get selected, good. All the four will get OPI registration in the best case scenarios, but so that we will at least keep the OPI registered and keep the registration done. We don't have to give the names in the while registering for OCP. That's a good thing. We can assign the names later also. We will buy like a four or five seats and keep it. Depending on the members' acceptance and everything, we can give it to these members.
Got it.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. I'm definitely willing to submit a talk and speak at the summit. I'm not sure on what yet, but you let me know what we want me to talk about, and I can talk at the OPI summit. I can also take on, if you're not there, Sridhar, not able to be there, I could take on MC duties as well.
Sure. No, yeah, I will see. I will work out on it. See, from my side, right, from my role, I have to only look for the cost optimization.
Yep.
So, because I will have to manage the budget also, right?
Yep.
So, if uh, I will within the LF also, it's not cheap, right? So I will have to
Yes.
balance it smartly. Okay, I will keep you posted on this. Okay, good. So this idea is just to encourage our members to submit the talk and join and participate in it. I will reach out to other members also over email, request them to submit the talk, and if their talk get accepted, OPI will fund their registration. So this is, in fact, this was also discussed even in the last year during our outreach calls. Maybe Paul, I'm not sure if you remember, even like 4 weeks back also we discussed this point. This is just an outreach initiative to encourage more members to participate in this. And there is one more angle. If OPI members join this OCP Global Summit, and if in their free time we request them to go and we will schedule a meeting with some potential members just to have a chat with potential members also. So there is a different angle also in this one, why we are doing for the outreach as part of the outreach thing.
Okay.
Um, does it make
So
sense?
similar to what I did, I don't think it was
Last,
last year because I didn't go to OCP
correct.
last year, but the year before, where I
Year
met
before.
with Meta and several other folks. I think I had like
Correct.
4 or 5 different, hey, do you want to join OPI meetings?
Correct. Even this time, Balaz and others, I think we set up one call with one of the potential members also. Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not that we are just giving away. There is a motivation also. There is a
Yep.
good
There's a
justification
reason
also.
behind it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, because OCP, we will get all our potential members there, right? We can have a quick chat with our members also. Okay, that's that. Um, so this one, as I mentioned, we have around 30 plus students using LLMs to come up with a design for this one. Um, so I will analyze all the designs and present it maybe next week. Uh,
analyze the submissions and present to TSC next week. Okay. It's just from the design point of view. How do we do that? What I would need request from the members in the call is what should be the philosophy, like a design philosophy or the whatever the design decision should be driving. For example, should be use DPF as is. Just an example I'm giving. We don't want to maintain DPF also, right? We don't want to translate all the APIs, and whenever they change, we also change it here. We don't want to end up doing that. We want to reuse as is as yeah. Right. So we don't want to maintain two operators at the same time. I think. And currently, what I'm thinking is use DPF as is, and the deployment from the user point of view, there should be only one operator he is working with. Though internally, this operator can manage as a sub operator or something like that, which users need not be aware of. But from the user point of view, it's just a one operator.
I agree. My thought always, and what
Are
we
there
heard,
any other? Yeah.
my thought and what we had heard from Alad about a year ago was that NVIDIA wasn't going to invest in any other operator. So if we wanted to have an operator that worked with Bluefield 3s, we needed to wrap around their operator with ours.
Correct.
So it makes sense that we choose a version of the DPF operator that we start with and that we support, and maybe we do have to take on that burden, or we ask NVIDIA to help take on that burden later. My goal was always, if we showed that, hey, we're working within your ecosystem, NVIDIA, now let's work together so that in the future, if you add new APIs or new functions to your operator or change them, you alert us so we can fiddle with the DPU operator to adjust. So as a means of bringing NVIDIA back to the table.
Correct. Fully agree. So there are various design options we have, so that we don't want to maintain them. As and when they change, we should also be able to adapt to our whatever we want to call wrapper or a sub operator or a translator or a bridge model.
Yep.
We should be able to use as is kind of. Any other design inputs from the TSC members? I will present the summarize whatever these 30 kids have used LLMs, different LLMs to do that, right? What we can consolidate them, and I don't see more than two or three models, I mean approaches for this. But in general, if anybody has any other things, we can you can please share or add it here. I'll present it next week on this. Maybe I'll send it over email first, the summary. Then we can have a discussion next week on. Does that make sense?
Yes. Will we want to do that in the TSC, or do you want to do that as a separate meeting to look at the interviewees or that?
That's a good point. So what I will do, I will just email the summary or analysis first. Okay. Only after the selection process is complete, we will discuss in the TSC call.
Okay. Sounds good.
Is that okay?
I agree with that.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you.
So that would be 16, 23. So this we already have a discussion. Maybe. So another topic I had was on the cursor account. So if you remember, Vertec IT had also requested for the LLM account from OPI to do it, and even for the operator work also, we would need a account for LLM account. Best option I have studied and surveyed is to get an individual cursor account from using OPI emails thing. And we can, depending on the 1 month, 2 months, or 3 months, based on the time, we can get maybe Pro Plus should be good enough for like $40 or something per month. Um, so internally, I have requested some kind of how it happens with these kind of vendors who don't provide us what is it invoice and other things prior to procuring, right? We create these virtual credit cards and it's based on a vendor specific. I can use that virtual credit card for that vendor only.
Right.
So one option is to create a virtual credit card for Cursor and use it to create accounts and provide it to World Tech IT or for development purpose or even for within the governance purpose for selection process or anything. If we need, we can do it. This will simplify both the billing management and also providing the access to LLMs. Am
Yeah,
I making
my
sense?
basic understanding of Linux Foundation procedures is that this is the easiest option in this case.
Correct. Correct. Easier, yeah. Virtual credit card is the best option, and we can, based on time, we can procure. Even for example, World Tech IT need not have to bother. I just have to give them the account email and access and details to that, so that they can use it for what 2 months, 3 months, whenever they would need.
Yeah, and the plans there's a fixed price plans, right? So it's dollars per month.
Yeah.
Not
Exactly. It is not based on the tokens. Like
yeah,
how much ever you consume, it keeps increasing. We will go to the fixed price thing for per month kind of a thing.
yeah. Okay, it sounds reasonable to me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Awesome. And one last topic I had was I was at the ORAN event in Portugal 2 weeks back. And there were quite a few interest, and in fact, they were also experimenting using DPUs for offloading telco workloads, right? If you remember in our last OPI event, NTT had demonstrated offloading UPF workload on DPUs and IPUs. Um, and even they want when we discuss, they're also looking to become a member of OPI, and we are having the discussion. So they want us to see if we can showcase that use case within the OPI also. Um, um, I believe they're also working with other members within OPI on this use case in entity. So I explored the members who had come there and presented these things. Um, so two kind of academia and also not profit. One of them is also our member, like offloading telco workloads. So OAI and NUS, right? National Institute of Singapore. So this university, they said, hey, we have all these DPUs and IPUs in our lab, and we use it for other kind of workloads. We would be happy to also to showcase this telco workloads if OPI is interested. So there is this very good professor who is also working there, and he works on this domain also, kind of thing.
Okay.
So both these universities, OAI is, I think you are familiar, they are Eurocom. They're based in Europe, and they also have a one unit in US, I think in Washington somewhere. They both are keen to support, to showcase this use case, but their requirement is to internship or give the internship to their student. Whoever PhD student will be working on it, you fund that person for 2 months or 3 months, whatever is required. We'll be happy to showcase this offloading of telco workloads to them. So I said, you give me the proposal. I will take it to our TSC. If our TSC likes the proposal, funding students should not be a challenge for us to do that. As long as we don't have to pay too much for the faculty as a research, it's okay. For giving funding the students internship should be okay. So they said I have just for the date purpose. I told them please submit it by July 15th or something like that, so that we want to achieve blueprint goals this year. We have dedicated targets and we want to complete it in 3 months by next October thing. So I have requested them to give it by July 15th. Hopefully, both of them will give some proposal to me by July 15th. Next week or a week after that, we can look at. I will send it to the TSC members separately, privately, to take a look at these proposals. If it makes sense, if OPI should support this thing, if then we can consider that also as an option case. But I was pretty impressed. They have very good ideas. Even the frontal. I'm sorry, I'm assuming you're familiar with some of the telcos thing. So even some frontal workloads they want to offload to DPUs thing. So they have these devices and they are experimenting, but they kind of ready now to showcase some use case end to end. I was thinking, why not? If you can do it in our lab, the same thing. We have all the DPUs and IPUs. You give a proposal to use our lab, use our operator, use our APIs, and give me a proposal. OPI will be happy to consider.
Okay, that makes good
Makes
sense.
sense to me too.
Yeah, it's similar to what we did with UC San Diego, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard from them. Still, I'm following the John
John.
Graham, right? John Graham.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm following the up with him. He can do more work with us and see if we can also support their students. I don't want to commit the faculty members' research and all those things. It's students we are okay for now, at least. Yeah. But they will take the responsibility and they will showcase it to us. They said we don't need any support from any of these hardware vendors because they said they have all the DPUs and IPUs in their lab and they are very familiar with it. I said,
Okay.
why not? Okay, I will so wait for proposals from these two. I will send it privately. You take a look at it. If TSC will vote on it, if TSC approves it, we can give them an opportunity to showcase this. We can pick one of them because they both are interested in the telco domain. We don't need two things in the telco domain. We can pick one of them and go for it. Okay, that's all I had. If nothing else, we can close it out. Okay, hearing none, I'll give back your 21 minutes. Have fun. See you all next week then. Thank you.
Thank you
you.
much.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Goodbye.